from about October 6th, 7th, 8th at about 1830 all the way up to 1970 or so by the near the end of October. As you said, that's quite a move, and it is. And I do believe that we're getting ready to launch higher past the all-time high nominal terms in gold around 2070 before the end of this year.
DavidMorgan, the founder of the Morgan Report, highlights a notable shift in the global financial landscape. Declining trust in the U.S. debt and growing efforts by Brics nations to challenge U.S. hegemony have sparked discussions about the future of international currency systems and investment strategies. The looming prospect of a failing currency system potentially hastening de-globalization could reshape commerce towards more localized transactions. In times of uncertainty or conflict, investors traditionally seek refuge in safe haven assets, such as gold, triggering an upsurge in the precious metals market. Gold prices surged over $2,000, marking a third consecutive weekly gain, partly fueled by escalating tensions like the Israel-Hamas conflict, driving safe haven buying, and culminating in a 1.4% gain. Morgan anticipates that the price of gold may ascend even higher, surpassing its previous all-time high in nominal terms, possibly reaching around $2070 before the year concludes. The concept of a gold-backed petro-yuan gains attention as it provides a unique approach for China to control its capital account while promoting the renminbi's internationalization. This system could pave the way for the renminbi to evolve as an independent asset class, strengthening its international presence and China's capital markets. Moreover, Morgan speculates that the linkage between gold and the Chinese yuan, previously discussed and now revisited with the emergence of Brics, signals a potential re-emergence of this concept. With strict sanctions isolating Russia from the Western financial system, there's an inclination, particularly within Russia, to pursue a new currency system. Speculations rise with the likelihood of Russia assuming the rotating Brics presidency in 2024, potentially accelerating the issuance of a new Brics currency. While some analysts hint at Brics countries increasing gold purchases to facilitate the launch of a new currency, there remains to be skepticism regarding the direct involvement of gold in the initial stages of the Brics payment system. Morgan doubts whether the Brics currency will be redeemable in gold, at least during the early phases, suggesting a gradual incorporation of gold into the new financial structures. Before diving into David Morgan's interview, subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up.
I think we're seeing the beginning of what I think it will be the final leg up in the precious metals. I believe there's been a shift in asset allocation because, one, bombs move markets. So there's the war. And that, of course, puts a different perspective on financial commerce. The other part is the banks themselves have moved heavily into gold over the last year and this year. They continue to be big buyers of gold. But we did see from about October 6th, 7th, 8th at about 1830 all the way up to 1970 or so by the near the end of October. As you said, that's quite a move, and it is. And I do believe that we're getting ready to launch higher past the all-time high nominal terms in gold around 2070 before the end of this year. And I want to remind everyone, and anyone that follows your channel knows this, but it bears repeating for new people, that $2070 as a gold price in US dollar terms is a bigger number than $850 in 1980. But if you took the all-time high in 1980 at 850 and you adjusted for inflation, it would be far higher than 2070 is. So yes, it's a new high, but in real terms, it's not a new high. Once that's reached and that becomes support rather than resistance, we're in a new paradigm. We're in a new ballgame. We're in a situation where we'll see more and more momentum come into the precious metals. Silver's been lagging, but at some point it will play catch up, and I still believe it will exceed gold in percentage terms once this new leg starts in a very big way, let's say. He was the first to mention the gold yuan, and I looked at his work and I kind of seconded that idea at the time, that that's a possibility. And now with Brics, it looks like it's coming to the fore again. Whether or not that is going to happen, I don't know. Anyone that says it's absolute is misinformed unless they happen to be in the CCP at the very, very top level. Even there, I don't think they've made up their mind. What it does show is this move that we've talked about. the banks, and especially foreign countries that I wouldn't call them necessarily adversarial to the United States, but this global one world situation has been breaking apart for quite some time. And with the war efforts going on, it will continue in that way. So the idea that, going to have a, all get along with this one world government, no, I don't think that's going to take place. So what will take place is nation states will look after their own means of survival. And as we've watched, band together with the like ideology. And that's where Brics comes in. There's a lot of differences in cultures and work ethic and manufacturing capabilities and all that among the Brics. So that in itself doesn't guarantee it will work, but it does guarantee that there is a idea whose time has come, which means we're tired of the Anglo-American empire. We're tired of the London-based financial control mechanism that has been pervasive on the planet for so long, and we want an alternative. And I think that's the key takeaway. Will gold be involved? Yes. How much? I don't know. I think it will be gradual. I don't think it'll be initial. I don't think that the Brics payment system will involve gold directly, at least at first. And I'm not sure it will be redeemable with a Brics currency, although it could be, but I doubt it.
According to FX Empire, there's a firm belief that if the market perceives the Federal Reserve as concluding its interest rate hikes, gold might decisively surpass the $2,000 threshold and potentially aim for $2,090 in the near term. The market's reaction to the Fed's stance is critical in determining the precious metal's future movement. Observing the market's behavior concerning the 2019 pattern, FX Empire foresees the possibility of a breakout above $2,090 in November. Aligning with this analysis, they project a prospective run towards the $3,000 mark by 2024, indicating a longer-term bullish sentiment for gold. David, while optimistic about gold's upward potential, also anticipates short-term market downturns. Acknowledging the recent challenges in calling a peak in the gold market and expecting resistance around the $2,000 level, the outlook remains positive. Despite these short-term fluctuations, the expectation remains strong for gold to breach the $2,070 mark, setting a new trading range within a higher price territory, potentially within the $2,200 to $2,300 range. Let's get back to the interview.
Just to be clear, we might get another downturn or two. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I called the top. I still trade gold, not very often. One of my trading partners that we kind of have to collaborate, I'm saying take half our profits. I said that a few days ago when gold was higher, because I am expecting some kind of pushback from the 2000 level, which we did hit exactly that. But longer term, I coined a phrase, as far as I know, that silver will scare you out or wear you out, meaning that it could get these very abrupt moves that go very quickly, like we're outlining gold has done recently. And then you could get the wear you out where it just doesn't do a darn thing forever. And you're just watching paint dry. I'm just not with this market anymore. I want to use that as a basis for what lies ahead. I think you're going to see gold, breach the 2070, we said a minute ago. And then it might start a new trading range where it bores people. But the idea is that it's in a new arena. In other words, it's setting a new high and walling around in that new higher ground. Let's say it's 2,200 to 2,300 as an example. This is where it may wear you out. This is showing you that the market's accumulating gold in a trading range. And this is where you want to be patient, because once it continues up, there's going to be a point of no return. What I mean by that is once the market goes parabolic, it will accelerate. And everyone that's waiting for the pullback, waiting for a better price, thinking they should, do this or that, or maybe I'll sell some real estate and buy gold, the market will run away from them. A bull market means that it'll shake off as many participants as it possibly can. So believe it or not, there'll be, I wouldn't say very few, but there will be a lot of people left behind that are gold bulls right now. There'll be people that own gold and silver right now that the market's worn them out, or the next phase that's a wear out phase will say, oh, the heck with it. I don't need this much gold, or it's really not doing what it should be doing, or these type of things. And the market will take advantage of that, and you'll sell out just before the big move. So I think the best approach is to get a core position and just don't think about it until you need it or want to make a sale or whatever. So long-winded explanation, but I could only say from my own experience and those of many, many investors I've talked to over 4 decades. And that is, you got to take a logical approach. We know the fiat system fails. What do? You buy precious metals. How much? That's a personal decision. But don't expect it to be there every day, reaffirming your belief system. Look at it for what it is. It's God's money that's there for whatever purpose or whatever need that you may have in the future, and leave it at that. Almost everybody that rides the bull up may not ride it to the exact top, but they will have fulfillment, satisfaction, and peace of mind as things unravel further. And in my mindset, that not only means personal calmness, but also the ability to help calm those around you, such as your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, or whatever. So, and
Silver price jumped above the $23 figure, bolstered by a risk-off impulse amidst geopolitical headlines suggesting the Middle East conflict is escalating as Israel began its ground offensive at the Gaza Strip. David mentions despite its lagging performance compared to gold, there is an anticipation that silver will catch up and outperform gold. Considering these dynamics, could silver's recent surge marks the beginning of a trend where silver outperforms gold in the foreseeable future? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If the video resonates with you, join our community by subscribing to our channel and enabling notifications with the bell icon. Thank you for being a part of our community.